Yeah, yes. Okay. Got it.
That is something that I will never do. I wish I didn't come on with these really intense openings, but I'm not singing today.
Oh.
I can.
All right. Come on.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the sewing sleeves tonight. Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Today is Wednesday. I hope you're having a great week. If you're not, we are going to be here for a little bit to make it better. Tammy, how are you doing?
I'm here. Glad to be here.
That sounds like reporting as ordered.
Well, the dog ran into my knee. So
Oh,
what you don't see is my leg is up on a pedestal and I've taken meds.
I am so sorry.
So we're gonna see how I do over the next couple days. It's gonna be fun.
We're off to a bang, like that time I kicked the coffee table and thought I broke my foot. Shalom, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I don't know why you keep inviting me back, but it's your funeral.
Oh, Shalom, you're always welcome here.
Girl, stop.
And you know I treat life like I'm walking to the gallows every day. So
There we
you're in the
go.
right place.
There you go.
Ollie Baba, great to see you. Katie, hello.
Hi, Ollie. Hi, Katie.
Yay. Hello, so Terry. Great.
Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Do you know what's so sad? You put me on the spot, and that's the song I sing. And it's in my head right now.
I mean, do you feel like a lion?
I have no natural predators, so yes. I used to see, but I don't have the hair. I used to have hair. Hello,
No, yes,
Melania.
is your natural your predator? I think we can overtake you.
You could with kindness. And that
Hi,
sparkly
Melina.
jacket, jacket's got me, twin. You are so over your sparkle phobia. I feel like you need a trophy. Yay.
You mentioned
In
trophies.
the
She's already
jungle,
ready for it.
the mighty jungle, the sewing sings over you. Hello, everybody. Let me grab my stuff. I'm actually going to be sewing tonight, and I went a bit old school because I'm sitting in a room of scraps, and I realized I could probably go the entire year without buying fabric. So I'm going to start sewing and see what happens, and see how long. But I'm making a sweater, something, I don't know what you would call it, out of that star material. And Tammy, don't worry, I still have half a roll.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Because you know what I want it for. Or I want you to do what I want you to do with it for me.
You're on the backlog.
To be fair, one of my Darth Glitterous capes, if you want to be like glittery, I have a cape that's lined with it already, ready to go.
No, we're not going glittery. We're going mystical.
Purple sequins, you can go full Raven. Yay! Hello, everybody.
We'll talk about that one.
That's a maybe. That's a
that's a hard push to a maybe.
Purple sequins are amazing.
I mean, you got the color right.
Do you know what it is? Is I knew sequins existed, but I didn't. But they were never in my world. So when I started buying massive amounts of fabric, I incorporated it in my style, and I was like, you know what? I don't know why, but I love these. So, I'm not anti-sequin.
I just hate sewing with them.
Yes.
And sewing through them.
They are sewing machine destroyers. Hey, 400 points right off the bat. Look at that.
Allie, I would like to donate my points.
Ollie, I love you.
Jess. Can I donate my points to Jess? Yeah, there we go.
Hold on, I have to go.
This is like my Friday. I love it. Okay, hold on.
I have to refer to the referee. Let's see. Hey, Shalom wants to give points too. All right, you're lucky. Hammer says don't hurt him, so we can convert points.
There we
If
go.
you got that reference, don't forget to take aspirin in the morning.
I take
Already-
aspirin every day.
I already took my meds. Let's not over medicate at this point.
Thank you, Ollie. Yes, I have gotten over the glitter phobia, but it's not okay. It's the fact that he covered his face, and I am not a person that enjoys looking at people with full face coverings.
Oh, come on.
And he's going to go ahead and grab it right now. I can feel it.
No, I'm not. I'm going around turning screens on. But for the record, I sat around during the pandemic for 2 years watching fashion shows. So all of this came from the fashion world. They had this weird thing where people were covering their face. And then I won't even lie, I've never heard one song, because I'm showing my age right now, but Doja Cat came dressed in this all red glittery thing looking like a Doctor Who character. And my first thought was, I could make that. So it's what
Isn't that the reaction of every garment maker? It's like, oh, hey, how's that done? And then you look really closely at the garment, like, and you just think, yeah, I could do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Have you seen? Yeah, you've seen it, Shalom. The hat with the full cover.
Yeah.
Did you see it that one time that I brought? Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Yep, I believe I have. But also, I just want to say congratulations to Katie and to Terry, because they are on the no buy train, and I'm super happy to have such good company.
I'm not trying to break the no buy, but in the news today was all the new closings for our big box store that sells fabric. And both of the stores in Wyoming are closing.
Yikes.
So
yeah,
they're going to start having major markdowns.
They said 5 of the 800 stores in the United States are closing. 500 of the 8.
There's a lot.
But what if we did a thing somehow, some way? I'm sure Jess can think of a way to do it because she's our technological genius. But what if we had I need this, and then have somebody go, oh, hey, I have that, and I can send it to you. You know, if there was anything in particular that someone needed, and we could just put it out into the House of Sewing universe, and someone might, play Santa and gift you a gift.
I am sticking to my no buy because I have a problem. But with that being said, there is nothing wrong with being a pirate, because sometimes rules are guidelines. If a store is going out of business, there's nothing wrong with walking in there and buying the entire case of patterns. With the filing cabinets.
but the patterns in the filing cabinets are not part of that, restriction of fabric. I'll still buy a zipper if I need a zipper for a project for the fabric that I have, that kind of thing. But I don't need fabric.
There's some Facebook groups already out there for buy, sell, and trade. Or a lot of other things. I'm sure there's fabric ones out there. I haven't subscribed because I don't want to, be envious and want something that I then have to buy. That's how I stay away.
Yeah, that could go terribly wrong with me because I just end up buying everything instead of bartering. Yeah, that would go I was sitting here at first. I was like, and I was like, no, there's a million ways that can go wrong. I'm officially over the moon with my 24th treadle. Wow. 1887 Wanzer C model with the only known manual, attached set many needs, and 3 bobbins. That's awesome, Ollie. That's awesome. And it's a premium cabinet for them.
And the C model means it's made in Canada, which is super ultra cool.
Absolutely, Ollie. Hey, Sydney. Hello. Great to see you.
Hey, Sydney.
Yay. That's awesome. There was a treadle in Vegas I walked past because I was like, just don't do it. And this was many trips ago. And I'm kind of mad because it was kind of affordable. But you know what? I'm actually kind of shocked that I'm still on my no buy. When I was okay. So I purchased an extremely cheap Blu-ray player a while ago. And I know I shouldn't have cheaped out, but I did. And it died on me. It lasted a whopping 3 months. No, maybe 2. But to be fair, on Amazon, every single consumer report was, if you're reading this, don't buy this. This thing, the remote doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. And so after a month, I thought I had the one that worked. And then everything that they said on the consumer report was true. The remote went bad. And then it stopped Blu-raying. It's a Blu-ray, but it won't play my Blu-rays.
Oh.
Well, and you got a new one?
Yeah, I'm starting Star Trek Discovery over.
So, I mean, were you playing it like 24/7 anyway?
Yes, I have issues. And I'm just this year I am
You never got a time to rest. I mean, it was who knows how much energy it was drawing.
it
Do
wasn't
you just
on
need
24.
that background distraction
Yeah.
in your periphery, William, just to make it okay?
In many ways, yes. I didn't realize how much I did until I created the CIC in here.
Okay, Kilroy, first of all, I believe that we have the superior beer, especially considering it has a larger alcohol content.
Really quick,
So
Shalom,
I
hold
will
on.
take you out for a thumb war.
Really
and
quick.
I challenge you.
Ding, 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 ding. Round 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So that's my beginning argument.
Yay, Sydney.
Higher alcohol content.
The only thing I ever purchased from Canada that didn't work was a Singer Stylist, and it was from like 1960 something. And while I was making the video, and it was made of plastic, but the plastic literally exploded on video.
Oh no.
Cut it, print it, put it out. Failure works too when you're making videos. I've learned that about YouTube. Like, it's one of those weird rules, and I say this all the time, but I learned it in woodworking, and I apply it to YouTube, and I apply it to life in general. And this is not for everything, but if you can't fight it, feature it. You know what I'm saying? Like I messed up on my coat. There was nothing I could do. I made sure to sew it back together, and I ironed it and moved on with my day. And now I had an abstract.
I feel that people need to see that though. Like, we're not perfect people. Like, they need to see that we make mistakes and how we're gonna overcome them and how we're gonna fix it though.
That's true. That is
I could show y'all a lot of mistakes from today.
I mean, it's a daily part of life.
That's part of my channel though. Like, because if it wasn't for mistakes, I wouldn't have so much experience. I always show like if you go through my shorts, some of those clothes were complete flops, but I'm like, hey, I made it. I'm rocking it.
Okay, here's my round 2. I'd never ever tried to make a case for not being a drunk. Okay. But cheap? No. I am not a cheap drunk. I am an expensive drunk, okay?
I think it's also a cultural thing though. Like, I don't think people would understand the culture shock like to an American. People in the UK day drink. Like, legitimately will chug a pint with lunch. Where I'm from, you'd get fired. If you came back even smelling of any kind of alcohol, you came at 4:00 in the morning smelling of alcohol, you're done. But we have to, it's different cultures. Hey, Tasha, hello. I'm gonna go grab my.
Hey, Tasha.
I'm gonna grab my project in a minute. I can't drink because that's something. I do not imbibe either. Yay! Great to see you. I need to grab my project. I'm too busy looking at my ham and cheese croissant. I went to Yum Yum's Donut, which used to be a Wenchels, which used to be a Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. See, I can go with that one. I know what's a Winchell's.
It's a West Coast donut shop that was around in the 80s.
Okay. Good time.
But like in our town, certain things get preserved. Like it's weird. We don't have Blockbuster, but we had the Wenchels forever.
Mm. Is there still one around though up there
In
somewhere in the West Coast?
Oregon, it's in Oregon, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alexa,
It's like a dinosaur.
where is the last Blockbuster in the United States of America? Alexa, thank you. Alexa, where is the last Blockbuster?
The last Blockbuster store is in Bend, Oregon. The store,
It's in Bend, Oregon. Oregon does not play. Alexa, thank you.
is the last remaining
Alexa.
store in the entire
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a tourist attraction only.
Bend is awesome. I love Bend.
Good grief.
Oh, did she say thank you to you? Did she just play music to you?
I'm glad it's turned down because last time I literally flinched when she sang this song.
It's because she knows it's your birthday month. She wants to make you happy.
Yay! I'm in my mid 40s.
You're not
Yay!
mid-40s.
I'm almost there. I'm like, what do you call this then? Purgatory 40s?
No, yeah, I think
Is
you're
that what
still
we're
in
in?
your early 40s until you hit 44. And then you can officially be mid.
All right, we got a couple months.
I
No,
mean,
okay. I'm
I
gonna
do.
be there. I'm gonna be there
I
in a
do.
couple months. I'm gonna be there.
I'm at the
Oh,
point when I have my birthday, I'm going to be 49, but everybody else is going to think that I'm 50 and lying.
see, Katie and I were both kind of shocked. It is. It's just different when you go somewhere and people are drinking beer in the morning.
Yeah.
Them ears just smushed together anymore. I know the feeling, Kilroy. I know the feeling. It's weird. It is. You know what though? Like I said, I don't judge anyone. Like people eat different no matter where you are, and
Yeah.
people live different, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They would look at our culture and be appalled. Absolutely. It's the last blockbuster on earth. That is epic.
It is.
I watch a bunch of weird YouTubers, and it's weird. People make pilgrimages there. I know somebody that went from Houston to Bend, Oregon, just to do a skit at the last blockbuster.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's what it's probably saying though about Bend is it is the world's highest population of VCRs. Just gonna guess.
I love that. I still own a VCR, and I have hundreds of VHSs. And I know that's shocking to no one.
No.
I think I still have a VCR. I think.
No, I had the VCR like CD, like DVD combination at one time. Or maybe, I don't know. No. I had the TV that had the VCR.
We
underneath.
had that too at one point. Hi, Mona.
I literally have two of them
Hi, Mona.
right next to each other. Hey,
Oh.
Mona. Hello.
I'm feeling just, it's like you're retro. Look at you.
I don't know when I went down to Georgia and Alabama for a day. That's when I found out I got fidgety if there aren't any good hoagie shops around. Oh, I had a sandwich problem. I had to stop eating pastrami because I would eat it like four days out of the week. I want to live longer. And I got so bad, I would buy it by the pound and cook it at my house and make just these glorious sandwiches.
See, I have to have like the Italian sub with this pastrami. Like I want everything.
I got you. I got all the fixins. You want
You have banana peppers too, because I have to have banana peppers on a sub.
Okay. We call them pepperoncinis. Is that the same thing?
I guess so.
They're yellow.
Yeah, they're yellow.
Yeah, it's pepperoncinis. I always run into this.
Okay. So when I cross the Mississippi, we changed words or something. I mean, I don't know.
Yes. America is humongous. We have different dialects everywhere. Are you kidding me?
That's our word for them too, pepperoncini.
So I mean, seriously, I do need a dictionary the next time I go there because I have no idea.
Hey, Arlie. I'm sure there's a lot of things that, like, every once in a while you'll say the name of a store and I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that in my life. So, it just depends on where you're from and what you're talking about.
Do you eat cowboy
Okay.
candy?
What's that?
Do you eat cowboy candy?
What's cowboy candy?
Yeah, I need to know this.
Okay, so you take jalapenos and then you put them in sugar and vinegar and you just make like a little syrup out of it, and then it's really good.
No, I've never heard of that.
I would absolutely try that.
Okay, so
Yep.
when I make it this summer, I will make you each one.
Jess is sparkling.
Thank you.
I keep seeing these.
It's my Valentine's Day look, you guys, since you won't see me before Valentine's Day.
I still have an 8mm. And I just want to say here in the House of Sewing, to all those people celebrating Valentine's Day, I hope you have a great day. And to everybody else, I will be eating a giant cookie by myself, a bunch of Reese's Pieces, and those weird chocolate Reese's Hearts. Because now they have them for all occasion now. These things are evil.
And be smothered all over his face.
No, I'm going to eat a whole roll cake and cry again. I ate a roll cake and I cried. I was like, I had chocolate on my face. I walked in the mirror and I'm like, you disgust me.
I will be making a red velvet cake with a very special non-red dye.
Oh.
It's made out of beet extract. So there's no.
That sounds interesting.
It doesn't taste like beets at all. It's just the color of beet.
Yeah.
Hello, Mona. Hello.
I wonder how long it would take me to get there.
It's Friday.
I know.
Mona.
Hello, Pam. I'm so sorry. Hello, Pam. Hello.
Hi, Pam. Okay, the debate on the pepperoncinis versus banana peppers, they are actually two different plants.
Oh, wow.
But they're used similarly and somewhat interchangeably. So they do have different flavors to them slightly.
Interesting.
And the pepperoncini skins are much, I find, are harder than the
banana peppers. Yeah,
I'd probably eat them anyway.
I'm addicted to
jalapenos. Yummy.
Yeah, I love me some spicy. Love it.
I just finished a whole jar. Oh, good times. I have to get another one out.
I'm giving my son some fatherly advice because he's walking here. I have mirrors on the other side. And he walks in here.
How are you?
He flexes.
Beets taste like.
All right, so Valentine's is Friday.
Correct.
Hi, Ed. Hi, Arlie.
Beets taste like they're rich in iron and they're sweet.
Terry, you gotta try at least once. Just once. And then if you don't like it, it's gone.
I'm not a jalapeno person either. My sister-in-law made this. My sister-in-law made this one recipe, and she cooked the jalapenos so much that they lost all their heat. I'm like, why are you using jalapenos if you don't want the heat? So
I make a lot of pepper jelly too, because when I make pork products and chicken, I'll put pepper jelly all over them.
Yeah, sounds good. You can have it.
We have chili relleno peppers, which I don't know. To me, they're not hot. But
no, they're not very spicy.
I won't even make it. I'll just stuff mine with cheese. I do all kinds of I'll put roast beef in mine. I'm crazy. I love those things. They're just hollowed out peppers.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm trying to remember what she was putting in
some cheese.
Oh, I love those things.
No,
I cook those all the time.
I keep seeing these dudes in Texas who make these barbecued things videos, and they have so many different versions of a jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese and other things, and then wrapped with bacon and then put on the smoker. And I want all of that.
Oh yeah.
All of it. Mhm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys something that I completely forgot. Oh,
Hi,
you
Ed.
can
How are
see
you?
it too. Great to see you, Ed. Great to see you. I don't know if I know this room is always so jammed full of stuff, but there's something I can actually do now. Watch. Hold on. Let me see so I can see you.
He made a seat
Oh,
for you.
He
I
can go
can
to the
sit in
guest chair.
I got
He can
before
sit
you
in
know,
the chair.
I chopped down most of my denim so I can sit in this chair again.
That's what I was just saying. You have a guest chair.
I used to sit here and watch hockey, but there's no hockey on television right now except for
You
the
put your feet
nation.
up. 10 more
I
days.
won't cry too hard. I
And
won't cry too hard.
you can do hard things.
A couple more weeks. The
22nd, Kings will
the
be back.
Briar. Yeah, but the Briar will be on, so you won't see me for probably a week or so, because that's the big Canadian curling thing. And I'm serious about
I like
curling.
curling. Curling's good.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to Curling Canada and USA.
Very nice.
And I
Out of all the Olympic sports, I think that would be the one I could participate in.
It's
Maybe.
actually remarkably difficult to do. I can't even tell you how slippery curling ice is. It is totally different from skating ice. Totally different. It's like it's the start's the same, but then they have these guys that go in and they have this weird shower wand thing, and it points upwards, and then they sprinkle the ice with this sprinkles of water, and over time it builds up and builds up until it has like the whole ice is covered in bumps, and those bumps are intended to reduce friction so that you can slide and the rock can slide. It is the slipperiest crap you have ever seen. If you took an ice rink at a skating rink and then spilled water all over it and tried to walk on it before it froze, that is what it would be like.
Thank
It's
you so much,
crazy.
Mona. Thank you so much. I know
I
people
love
that have
it.
done that. I know people that have done that.
Like
I would so totally want to try it though. That would be the sport I would
ripped a
want to try.
muscle. I ripped it right apart
Don't do
on my
that.
leg. No, but I did that curling. Like I used to play in a rec league because curling is literally the beeriest sport. Like they have beer holders all over the rink.
Okay, but I will argue I was in 2 hockey beer leagues and it was beer heaven. People like it was so bad they had a rule where you weren't allowed to be on the ice with alcohol beverage during the game.
They let us do it. They have beer holders.
That's funny.
Well, everyone ruined it because they were getting moody and they thought it was the NHL with Paps. I finished sewing one project today. I sewed a pair of pants for my 12-year-old and put a patch on the knee. Aw.
Yay!
I miss those
Love
days.
that.
Yes, Ollie.
Yay! Hello,
It's
Pam.
curling.
And Pam, you're missed. If you ever want to come and hang out, you let any of us know.
Yes,
You're
please.
absolutely missed. The sewing community is at a loss without you putting out videos.
We called our curling team the bent elbows. You know.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to clean up my desk. I try to keep this clear, but this is my desk, so everything congregates here.
Yeah.
I need a pen and a beard comb.
I had to give everything a home so that I could clear things up on a daily basis.
Eyebrows.
Okay,
I've
William,
seen 'em.
you have just confirmed that I am including a wooden beard comb in your character.
I taught
Yeah,
my son the value of a good beard comb since he wants to be Kodiak Jack. I've learned to lean into it. There's something about my son having facial hair bothers me, but I'm like, no, he's a man. He wants to grow facial hair, but he looks like Andrew Tate.
yes, he does. Do you use beard cream?
That will be its own punishment, honestly, if he looks like Andrew Tate.
He does, and he's buff too, so he looks like a 15 or 16-year-old Andrew Tate. They have the same lineage. Oh. But yeah, I have all the special beard creams. I taught him how to shampoo his face and then clean and then wash his face after.
Mm-hmm.
And quite honestly, he learns the examples from me. It's like one of those things. I say please and thank you for everything. I am so proud when my son says, "May I please have?" or like, and I'm standing behind him. I'm like, "That's right. Yeah, that's good. You better have manners, sir." Oh.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
After the O'Keefe curling in the Scots Tournament of Hearts, the paper towel company that cleans up all the spilled beer. Oh, I love it. What is Jess and Tammy working on?
So Katie, I was working on the Kelly and Co version of the quilt that we were making. All I did was make this one block.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Hold on, let's admire that.
Pretty.
Hold on. I know you just love being big.
There she is.
Very pretty.
Yay!
And then she goes into the puzzle piece up on the wall. I won't show you that, but
What are you saying, William? You love being big. He says, "What are you saying? What are you saying?"
Oh.
As a man, I have no answer, and I plead the fifth.
Does my butt look okay in these pants?
Amazing. See, but I'm classically trained. You could come up wearing a burlap sack. I'd be like, that is the greatest burlap sack I've ever seen in my entire life. Feed that boy a bunch of burgers, he'll quit. Like, looking like Mr. Sextravaganza in no time. And it is very pretty. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, the quilt's turning out really well so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm about a little over a third of the way through. No.
And Katie, I'm just working on cutting random things. I've been on my feet all day.
Watching my video today.
Huh? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That block in particular looks really cute just the way it is. But wait until you see several of them together. Like once you get 4 together, it just goes, you can't believe that that's what it becomes. And it's so beautiful. I really love it.
Are you talking about the block that I just made?
Yeah.
I need to just change, show you the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
For the people that don't know the wall. There's
See
the wall.
that?
That's
See that?
awesome.
That's 4 of them together to make one of those big blocks. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh.
Like amazing. It's amazing that becomes that.
It does. Look, and there she is. That's where she goes.
Wild. See, just stunning.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Oh, hi. Oh, do I have to go back? I can go back. Were you making it big for that?
Wow.
Oh. But yeah, that's where I am so far. So it's a little over a third of the way done. So,
Awesome.
and there's the long arm that doesn't get used.
Ed, we are not going to give you any context. You just have to figure it out from there.
I was looking to see if I can pull out either of the 2 that I've got done, and I can't. They're buried.
So I spent my money.
That's what I'm calling it.
What are you calling it?
The one block wonder.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
It's a magnolia quilt, so yeah,
Mhm.
it's really pretty.
I spent my morning making myself completely cross-eyed, working on teeny tiny little, like, it's like a 16th of an inch square gingham, doing
Mhm.
teeny tiny little stitches just on the white, not on the blue,
Oh,
so
me.
that I can, because I am doing a 2.5-inch block of smocking. So I had to do all the gathering, and it's 4-to-1. So the size that it ends up in the end is a quarter of the length of the initial piece that I started with. And then so turning that into a teeny tiny little 2-inch block is hard on the eyes.
I can just imagine.
I was watching a smocking video the other day, and I've always thought about doing it, but I'm just, I'm good. I think I'm good.
I love it. But if you do it on a like a standard size gingham, it's really not as nearly as much of a big deal. And the gingham is like a cheating code,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Because you go
You
up
don't have
and
to draw the dots.
Yeah, there's no need to draw the dots. You just go up and down through the blocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love smocking. I did
Oh,
full dresses of smocking, and it's just, the effect is so lovely.
Oh, Ed's got a good question for
yeah. I was just saying,
William.
yeah.
Yeah,
William, have you used your sparkly thread yet?
Yeah, have you used the sparkle thread?
No, I have not. I'm going to use my calm voice right now because my serger needle keeps on breaking.
I saw you throw yourself back. Yeah. I was like, oh no, something happened.
I'm going to switch this to thread and use my indoor voice because I'm ready to Rah! Don't get replaced, man. Don't get replaced. You just started working here. You don't want your pink slip. You're going to be in the Hall of Shame next to all your buddies over there.
Mona, were you able to fix your machine? Because she was having a problem with her needle banging up on the inside of her plate.
Yeah, I think she replaced her plate. Like she bought
Oh, it was the plate?
It was the plate. I believe she said that she bought 2 new plates the other day when I was listening to her live.
Okay.
But she can definitely clarify with that like right now.
Well, maybe is that the
ice cream with chocolate syrup and whipped cream right now.
I'm just wondering if that might be a solution for William as well.
Plan. Yeah. I have a weird plan. Let's see if it works.
Pam wants to know if you broke another serger, William.
I really, truly think I did.
And Kilroy says, talk is cheap, buy an industrial.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my inside voice right now because.
Well, here's the thing. So there isn't an opportunity here to use something other than a serger, right?
You know what? No. Every time this happens, I do have that weird revelation of I am a sewing machine. I run around the room. I do a bunch of push-ups, and I'm over it. But I am unstoppable with a working serger. I'm gonna cut this down to 3 threads and see if that helps. But this is just a mess, Guy. I'm talking to you, serger. Everybody says everything's a woman, so I'm going to call you Guy.
Well, I mean, give it a name and maybe he'll be nice to you.
He's about to get his walking paper.
Mona said that she's waiting on the plates, but moved the plate to be in the needle, and the foot is still crooked. And I found a video to turn the screw to fix the pressure foot bar. So,
yay! Way to go, Mona.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's so difficult when machines go down or something gets bent or out of whack, and then it just takes patience and time to figure it all out.
I'm breathing.
Breathe.
I'm breathing.
Breathe. Yeah.
Your patience takes on a life of its own at some
Exactly.
point.
Coffee.
After a while, I just get tired of wrestling with machines, and I'm
Yeah.
impatient because I'm sitting in a room of replacements. So if something goes wrong, I'm like, "Oh no, you're fired."
And we're like, where's the sixth man? You know, like where is he?
Room of
He's ready to sub in.
replacement.
He's like, come on, coach, I'm ready. I've been ready. Why am I still behind the serger?
That singer Serger is in there looking at me like, "Hey, man."
Put me in, coach.
It's my turn.
I'm ready to play today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at me. I can be center field.
Oh, in the sewing world.
It starts bunching up, and then it's just done after that. It was working fine. It was working actually perfect. Oh, it was throwing down the perfect stitch, and then something happened where it didn't feel like playing anymore. That's okay.
It caught the flu, William. We're just gonna say it caught the flu.
Oh, Mona hasn't had a Coke all week, so she has no patience.
I understand that, Mona.
We feel
Welcome in,
you.
Sheila.
Hi, Sheila. How are you? Welcome
Yay, I
in.
missed the chat. I am so sorry. Hello, everybody.
The three of us, we got you.
That's like me without coffee. You know, when
Sheila called it, though. The serger is Dudley, so it can do right by you.
you
Call
know,
your Dudley.
I'm one of those reapers
dear.
from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Before coffee, I'm literally floating around my house. Just with a black cloak on, not touching the floor.
Yeah.
Yay, good morning. Oh, is this good? I thought it said good morning.
Oh.
But Kilroy says it doesn't matter what he calls it, it won't make it an industrial.
I have no patience.
Joy is hung up on that.
Ollie says that the blades inside need to be changed, maybe.
Yeah.
This is relatively speaking, this is a brand new machine.
How long do the blades last for?
Depends on what you do with it.
Yeah, but it's not just how long, though. William put it through an absolute torturous marathon of many layers of denim.
And then the tweed. And then, I mean, there's a lot of things that have been sewn with that over the last few months.
I use them as if they would actually work. So it's not my fault that these things keep on bonking.
Yeah, no, it couldn't be you.
He sounds just like me and exactly the things that go through my head when I'm struggling with a machine. I'm using the machine like it was designed.
Exactly.
It should work.
Oh my gosh, if you guys weren't here, I would be yelling. This is total Mickey Mouse Apprentice in here. I'd be like, work! What is wrong with you?
Mickey Mouse Apprentice when he flooded the building and everything.
That's why I have the hat in here. I loved that as a kid. I loved
You
that.
have a hat?
It's been in here the entire time.
Where?
It's been behind me the entire.
It's been there the entire time.
It's been there the entire time.
You have so much stuff in there. I didn't know.
You kidding me? If I told you how much I paid for that at Disneyland, that thing will stay in here for life.
Okay. Well, it looks amazing over there. You keep it right there.
I loved Fantasia.
Yeah, Fantasia was a good movie.
It scared me a little bit, but I was young when I first watched it.
I loved it. I mean, no words to it. It's just music and just, yeah, it's great.
I think that's why I can't listen to music without words. I think that
Ollie said new and overworked with denim is different.
All right, we're just going to throw it in the fire.
So Terry wants to know if you do have any new blades.
I actually do have a serger. It's working with 3. Oh, this is exactly what happened with the other one. It's me. I'm the problem. Hi, my name is William, and I'm addicted to sergers. Yay, hello, Sheila. Great to see you. I have put that thing through the banger.
He had a light bulb moment just now.
No, this is
My
the
name-
second time. This is exactly what happened. Where it's only sewing on 3. We're gonna keep it. Welcome to the
Okay.
fleet.
All right.
Oh my gosh, this is exactly. It's me. It's not the. It's me. I'm the problem. I make giant hoods.
Kilroy says, I'm hung up on it because I've seen him go through machine after machine, and it is ridiculous at this point. He needs to buy an industrial because he's trying to use damn Chevy to haul a 60,000 pounds.
Hold on, let me make myself big real quick. If it wasn't for mistakes, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my many gajillion mistakes.
Yeah.
The
We
house of
learned
sewing
from
was
them,
built
too.
by regrets.
Yeah.
Oops, that worked.
How we know that we understand each other as human beings and as a
Yeah.
community, because that is exactly what we all do.
Yeah.
Make
We all take
mistakes,
chances.
learn from it.
Yeah. We see how far we can push
You
ourselves.
know. Now it's time to learn from this one a little harder before you buy a third searcher and do the
I'm
same
not going
thing.
to. No, I'm not going to. Like I avoid, like when I go to Walmart, I avoid the fabric section because
Yeah.
they do have decent prices for sergers, but it's because they're crap and it's not what it's not as advertised. Oh,
So Terry says William has created a world where he can use a machine once and discard it, a disposable fleet.
they're still here. They're still here, and they all come together to work as one.
Yes.
Yep, it's working like a champ with 3. It's sewing 3, so.
Let's do it.
I don't know what this project was supposed to be, but it is going together
I
one way or
didn't
the
even
other.
catch what he was. Shalon, what is he making tonight? I didn't even catch that.
Uh,
All I heard
you
was
know
like
what?
stars,
It's denim,
denim.
looks like. And he just turned a corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, night, Mona.
Oh, good
So we'll
night,
just-
Mona.
Thank you
good night,
so much
Mona.
for stopping by. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. William goes tornadoes and storm chasers use rental cars and trucks. No, they build those weird turtle trucks. There used to be a
Yeah.
show. They build trucks that can withstand being in a tornado.
And it like even digs into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a television show about it. It makes me want to build one.
I thought they were so cool back in the day.
Me too.
I don't know if I could ever put myself in the way of a tornado, but interesting.
It takes a different kind of person to be a storm chaser. Because that's literally what you're doing. And you're doing it for like scientific data, but for real, it takes a different type of person. It's like all the people who explored Antarctica in the old cutter ships.
Yeah.
It takes a different kind of person.
What were you making tonight? I don't remember it.
Well, I was going old school because I thought my surgery was working, which it is now, only on 3. But I'm gonna start blazing through all the material I have in here.
Okay.
So I'm sewing through some of the star material. I also used on the back, I used like this weird print. I'll grab it in a second, but the hood is what's going to take the longest.
Okay.
Because the material is synthetic and it's really stretchy, so I don't line it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping it's just not tight so you don't see that I'm shaped like a pear. With legs.
You're not even that big. Stop playing.
I know you've seen me in person, so
I
can only go so far.
There's a lot of people bigger than you. If that's what you.
I'm going to guess Williams got back.
Have you ever dumped a machine? I do. Well, I need something to hold me up with my big feet. Yes, I have. It was a serger. I made a video about it a long time ago. The serger was just kept on it would not work. And I was like, you know what? I have a solution for this serger. I threw it in the trash. I literally threw it in the trash.
Sometimes you just get that mad.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why there's 9 and not 10 sergers in here. That thing went to the dump. It's gone. It's like not in this room. It's one of those things I kept on working on, and it just did not, and it just didn't want to work. So there's nothing I can do about it, you know?
So I guess we're going to have to Google different types of industrial machines that could possibly do the work that you need it to do.
And that can be in my house within 24 hours of me ordering it.
Yeah.
And then paint it John Deere green. And you will
There's
love it.
somebody in Australia who did that. I can't remember her name. I'm still subscribed to her, and I can't remember her name.
I love that song. Mm.
A sewing machine harem. Oh, Kilroy. Kilroy always gets me.
Yeah. He's so good. Toledo
I'm
Sun.
taking all recommendations. See, this thing's working on 3.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy, you're just like your brother.
I'll write it down so we don't forget.
Hi, Easy.
Hi, Easy.
Is
Welcome
that what
back.
Is that what you recommend? Easy? Because I want a used industrial.
A Conso Envy.
I want one for leather.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Easy? You know what's so funny? Ever since we started talking about certain machines, I am getting nothing but advertisements for these machines. So the more you say it, my phone is listening and waiting to try to sell it to me.
I've noticed that with all of my ads, like as I'm going through social media, it's all like either sewing machines or different things that I'm talking about in my classroom.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. I can't stand it how they listen to me, but it's okay.
At first I used to take it personal, but then I noticed it was everybody, so I was like, you know what? At least we're all hacked.
I bet you can say you know what the other subject is.
What's that?
So I bet you guys could figure out what the other subject was.
Yeah,
my
math.
kids surprised me with a slideshow of one today.
With pink bows in their hair.
Yes. They go, Happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. So Blessed. Oh, they are so adorable. They put music behind it and everything. I was like, you guys are just amazing. Amazing. We had one big old group hug. Oh, I love 10-year-olds. They're so great. Their minds are just amazing.
Don't know what
I'm
this
making
is going to be.
Sorry. I'm making another conservative hood.
Yeah. Oh,
I have more bags of
I'll
free
be
to
on
go.
your knees, huh?
I'm trying to figure out what they were supposed to be.
What are you going to smuggle in it today?
I don't know. How tall? This isn't that tall. This is like almost my height. I went a little crazy. I have a ton of fabric. I was, when I went through this weird hoodie phase, I was making sweaters all the time because it's easier on a serger when it's functioning properly. So I was trying to go old school, but like I said, this is sewing 3, so it still works. The blade is basically brand new, so I'm not too worried about it.
Good. Ooh.
I'll just use this one until it explodes like the other.
Inspector Gadget. I have that in my
And
head
it's
now.
not even like it explodes. It's just like, I quit. And it literally it gains legs and just walks out of the room.
It's like a Looney Tunes show.
It's scary how you mentioned something of search for something and then you get your. It is creepy, Terry. It took me a long time to get used to it. I'm old school, and it took me a long time, but now I'm sitting in a room with a real life phone tab. My A-word will randomly try to sell me stuff. Or the one thing that gets me, I'm addicted to Sour Patch Kids. And all the time my A-word or my phone is trying to sell them to me. Or
Are
they'll
you
say,
getting
I'll be at the end of a bag and the A-word will be like, oh, this is around the time that you usually order. And I'm like, you don't know me, even though they do.
They can probably hear the bottom of the bag.
I'm a creature of habit. I do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. I am literally a creature of habit.
Mm-hmm.
I
At
order
least you don't expect different results every time.
No, I don't. Well, I am actually more for consistency because I love sour candy.
Mm-hmm.
So I love how consistent it is. So I'm looking for that puckering, that I need. You know what it is? If I do have the beaties, then I'm just using sugar as insulin. I know we talk about this too much, but I am hooked on sugar, and you guys scare me with your speeches.
You do not have diabetes. You are not diabetical today.
Yet.
And so he needs to get his A1C tested. So I told him, just go get it tested, see where you are. Fast for like overnight.
Whoa.
Test
The doctor will tell you.
You didn't mention fasting.
You got to fast
Yeah.
just one night. Like midnight to I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning. You can do 7 hours. Come on.
I'll just sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
Or whatever your 7-hour span could be. Give yourself a 7-hour span and then test yourself. You're not afraid to poke yourself, are you, with a needle?
I was a sick kid. I laugh at needles.
Okay.
I point and laugh. I've been sick my entire life. I point and laugh. I've had asthma my entire life, so I get sick every time the weather changes. I had mono in 1990. Oh, cough, cough, cough.
Mine was rough.
I don't. You know what? I learned a lesson. I almost said her name because I still remember her name. I learned a lesson that day as a young man.
Ollie says you're not diabetical, you're diabolical. Doing that poor.
Oh, thank you so much. I take that as a compliment. I've been striving for evil villain my whole life. I have the haircut and the eyebrows.
You just need the hairless cat.
You guys think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. I want a I can't even say it. Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
He needs to grow out his mustache and then twirl it.
I look crazy with a mustache. I look crazy.
I don't know.
It's full biker. Because I grow the Fu Manchu. I shave the middle of my chin and I grow it all the way down. It's time for his doctor to use that special camera. No, thank you.
He's still at his turn your head and cough stage of his life. He's not ready for the special camera.
I'm still like 7 years away from the prostate talk.
Oh.
Did I take all the pins out? This is just a conservative hood I've made.
Yes.
Very conservative.
And the back is short. See?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it just goes down to your butt.
Just
Good.
Oh,
couldn't-
it's past
yeah.
my butt. That's longer than usual. Usually I go down to the back of my tail. And there's still pins in here. I felt it when I was swiping. All right, let's see how this
Swipe or no swiping.
Mm.
I went there.
Yes, you did.
I went there.
Yeah, you gotta say that 3 times though.
Swipe or no swiping. Swipe or no swiping.
I had mono as a teenager. My mom didn't like that, so she said to the doctor, "You mean tonsillitis?" Ha 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 ha. I heard they don't do special cameras anymore. They use screening methods now. That's like when I went and got my eyes examined. I expected to do the old like chart, and they were like, "Okay, we're done," because they put the computer up to your eyes, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did they do that whole retina picture with you? Like you had to okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have to go to the ophthalmologist, not just a regular optometrist.
It makes you feel all space age. You know, I got glasses in the 4th grade. That was old school. They're like, "All right, cover one eye and look at the chart."
They make me they put these drops in my eyes so that I can't drive home myself. I have to get someone else to drive me because the
Yeah.
world just looks. It forces your pupils wide, painfully wide open, so they can look
Yeah.
at the back of my retina.
Yeah, the doctor said because you have really light eyes too, right, Sean?
Yes.
Yeah, because with blue eyes and like light colored eyes, our eyes can get damaged a lot quicker in the sun.
I have retinal damage due to a.
We have dark eyes, bro. You don't have to worry about either one of us.
Yeah,
No, my
no,
son's listening to what you're saying. He was like, "Really?"
Yeah, no, I have it for different stuff. It's because I had what's called intracranial hypertension. It's like
Oh, okay.
instead of blood pressure, I had high.
And eye pressure.
Well, it was the eye pressure was caused by my high spinal fluid pressure, so that it pushes on your eyes. And for a minute, it looks like a brain tumor, and then you look at it more closely, and you figure out that it's the spinal fluid pressure. So for a while, I had to go in and get like spinal taps, like
yeah.
lumbar punctures.
Yeah.
And they would put this giant honking needle in through my spine, and it was no good at all.
Ooh, it's like
And
a
yeah.
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 Yeah,
But
couple of
in reverse, but still the same feeling. Yeah.
Mm.
And I made spinal fluid spray across the room because I had far too
That's
much of it.
gnarly.
And then I leaked spinal fluid for like a couple of days after that.
Yeah.
Terry, when I had mono, I was quarantined for 4 months in my house.
4 months.
That's one of the reasons I can quote almost every movie from like 1994 to 1995.
Oh wow.
It was in junior high, so it was like, it was 95 to 90. It was like 95. Maybe that's why I know, like, every time I see a commercialist thing, I'm so nostalgic because I was home and I didn't sleep, and nobody, I had no schedule. So I was feral in my room for 4 months.
Do you think that's where your insomnia started?
I had insomnia before.
Before that? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, they dilate my eyes. Can't drive, so I walk to my daughter's. Excuse to hang out. Oh, that's awesome. Well, maybe quit sitting on the air compressor. Maybe. Oh, good times. I gotta go get the rest of my shirt, but first I'm gonna get the rest of this donut.
Me and Kilroy are going to be fighting all night. I know it.
I have everything. It took me 6 months to recuperate, and only my parents and grandmother could visit me. I had to be quarantined. It's the worst. It is the worst. My glands swelled up from my neck. I called it the reverse Quasimodo.
Mm. They said that I had it when I was like in college, but I don't remember my glands or anything swelling up.
So I had mono in college, but I had chickenpox in 5th grade. And that was the worst. Like, they forced us to quarantine because like it was going around at the school or something else. So like they didn't want anybody that had any of it to come back. I got so bored of playing solitaire. My mom bought me pink and purple Barbie playing cards.
Yeah.
And I played solitaire till I was sick of solitaire.
When my brother got chickenpox, my mom put him and I in the same room together so that I would catch it too, so that she would only have to deal with kids.
I was thinking the same thing. My
Yeah,
mom ran a daycare, and all the parents came together and put all the kids around me when I had chickenpox.
just get it over with.
Yeah, I had a case in kindergarten, and apparently it wasn't a bad enough case. My brother was mowing grass for other people, and this one family told him not to come inside because their kids had chicken pox, but they still handed him his money. So he comes home and he brings me chicken pox, and he has his first case and my second. You're not supposed to be able to get it twice, but apparently my first case was mild enough. Not fun.
It's on page 76. Page 76, Gilroy.
He got it wrong.
It's called the reverse sewing. My mom put dinner in the blender.
Oh.
So no joke. And still to this day, I don't think we realize how much we use certain things until we lose it. I had no sense of taste for 5 months.
Oh.
I had no sense for that entire year. I'm not kidding you. And that is one thing. I never ate hot sauce. Ollie Bobby, you are hilarious. I never touched hot sauce until I couldn't taste anything.
And then hot sauce didn't bother you.
No, I put it on everything, and now I can't live without it.
I had TMJ as a teen and I could only open my mouth wide enough to like stick my pinky finger in between my teeth. Like that was as wide as I could open my mouth. So like everything had to be cut up really, really small. I couldn't chew a whole lot. Like that was weird to be a teenager that couldn't eat stuff.
Still to this day, it trips me out. Like, that's why when the plague went around and people were like, "Oh, I couldn't taste anything for a month," I was like, "First time, huh? First time rookies, you rookies." Back in '95, I couldn't taste for 5 months.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy though. I went through the full cycle of isolation. But I watched every Star. Maybe that's why I'm so obsessed with Deep Space Nine and all those shows, because they were on TV all the time.
Yeah.
Certain shows would come on, and it was a relief from my everyday life because I was trapped in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And even when the swelling went down and everything, I was still highly contagious. So and that whole chickenpox thing is weird. Shalom totally woke up a child memory. When I had chickenpox, they brought all the kids around me, and everybody got it.
I think that's what my mom did with the other two, because there was 3 of us. And I had the most mild case out of the 3 of us, but my brother and my sister had it really bad. But
I was going to say it must be a Catholic thing, but just nope.
I grew up around a lot of
today.
But most of the people I was around a lot of people from other religions, and their parents did the same thing. It's funny. Before I was diagnosed with mono, I slept all day and didn't wake up for school. And when I got up for dinner, I fell asleep face down in my dish.
Oh gosh. I've never done that. That is not a badge I have earned.
My first husband got chickenpox from kids at age 45, ended up in the hospital. Yep, I always heard this. If you get chickenpox later in life, I had it at a very young age. But if you get it later in life, it really puts you down. I didn't even know you can get chicken pox in your eyes. You can.
Oh.
Oh, I had it in my ears, on the back of my ears, in my nose. Like, it was everywhere.
Oh.
Just absolutely taking baths in calamine lotion.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get a calamine dip.
Literally, I could smell that stuff. I remember the smell of that stuff and everything. We had mumps parties in the 70s. See, that's so weird to me. Now we quarantine. They even have videos about that. Like, isolate that person. You should see people at my job when we're watching like the safety videos. I know we're not supposed to be laughing. It's like comedy hour.
Mm-hmm.
We are dying because they're overacting in all of the video. Oh, I never got into so if that hammer eye drops is probably good. If that hammer ever drops, yeah, you've never had chicken pox. Wow.
You probably got vaccinated for it.
Yes, you can.
Depends on how old
Vaccinations
Kilroy
do.
is.
Yeah.
Vaccinations weren't around when we were getting vaccinated.
Exactly.
He's a little bit younger than us.
He had it in his eyes, his throat. Exactly. It was awful seeing his suffering. See, that's the worst.
Oh.
I'm telling you, that's the worst. I'm telling you, like, I wouldn't wish mono on my worst. Or chickenpox or any of that.
Is Kilroy younger than us?
Yes.
Weird. Okay, because he just seems like a super grumpy old man to me.
Also,
am I wrong?
future grumpy old man.
We're fighting today, so I'm just giving him a hard time.
I didn't think I was until my neighbor's cats destroyed my yard, and I yelled at my neighbor, and he bought me this thing, and it's funny. It still works. It blinks. I don't like seriously. You could say if a cougar is attacking you and you had a flashlight, you could save your own life. Cats hate blinking lights.
Blinking lights, yeah.
And so that thing has saved my lawn. So I was a grumpy old man when I came at my neighbor crazy. And I was like, I can't believe I'm mad at someone for destroying my lawn. But for some reason, cats live in my backyard. I think I have wild catnip that grows in my backyard somewhere or something. And Kilroy says that he's been grumpy his whole life. My daughter got chicken pox. My other one slept in the same bed, and she didn't get them. She got them 3 months later. I told her, that is so strange, Terry. I was also the only one not sick when it happened. You know what though? I have terrible lung issues. I was around people that had COVID and I didn't get it. Well, I didn't know at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone, like, I work around a lot of people who still smoke cigarettes. So at like 5 a.m, everyone's coughing anyways. So I couldn't tell the difference because they're always like, I've been smoking for 40 years. Why do I feel terrible? So no one notices at my job because it's kind of like everybody's kind of just always hacking up. So it's one of those weird things. Cats will try to friends with raccoons too. Yikes.
Wow. You think your raccoon's still there?
Sometimes I think I am cougar bait, Shalom. Sometimes I think that it's gone, but then I hear it on my roof. That or there's a toddler on my roof because it sounds like it's like 40 pounds, 50 pounds. That thing sounds huge. Whatever it is, there's something on my roof, and that's not a cat. Cats don't sound like cats don't bang.
Yeah, no, they weigh 150 pounds though, William.
Raccoons I'm not a fan of the raccoon. If I lived anywhere else,
a raccoon could be 40 pounds.
No, I'm talking about a raccoon.
Oh, okay, a raccoon. Yeah, they can be fat little things.
And they have no natural predators here. Like there's nothing that's out. There's nothing here.
Can I tell you my raccoon story?
He knows.
Okay. So at the time, what do you call those things? Kinder eggs were still illegal in the US.
Oh yeah.
And I bought an entire case of them, the Star Wars ones from a buddy of mine in Texas. And I kept them in my car so my kids won't eat them, you know. And I left my window open a crack, like maybe 3 inches or so. And I went out in the morning and every single surface in my entire vehicle was covered in raccoon prints made out of chocolate. That little bastard got into my car, ate all of the things, and then and he even tried to eat a couple of the plastic toy cartridge egg things, but then he figured out that it was just a crappy piece of plastic in there, so he stopped eating those. So this there was a stack of the toys, and a stack of the wrappers, because he figured out eventually to unwrap them. And it was because there was one piece that was just all covered in raccoon slobber. But then he tried to get out of my car, and after eating all those chocolate things, he was too fat to get out the way he came in. So he tried every possible way to get out of my car, and in doing so, put chocolate raccoon prints on everything. The rear window, all of my windows, and then he finally managed to squeeze out, and he lost some fur climbing out through the window he went in on.
Because he's panicking. That's a panic move. The raccoon around here is so disgusting. I can't. He or she eats sunscreen. I'm a parent. I have sunscreen at all exits of my house because it's hot here, and so I always tell my son, "You put on sunscreen. Here, put on sunscreen." I'm constantly griping on him. So we have it in the backyard because during the summer we live in the backyard. Every time I put a bottle of sunscreen out, the raccoon eats the sunscreen. For 5 years now.
Yikes.
He'll open it and lick the entire bottle out. I have trail cams, so the raccoon can't even lie when I take him to court.
Take one of those gallon jars with like a screw-on lid and like metal or whatever kind of lid top you have to put in it or put on it. Put the sunscreen in that so it's still outside and you guys can get into it, but it reduces the smell. So they're less likely to know that it's there.
You just have to stop buying such delicious sunscreen.
Man, I buy copper tone. Whatever's at the store, like whatever it is, I buy it. I don't even know what brand name it is anymore. I used to buy that no ad stuff, but they quit selling that. Yeah. I miss that stuff. I buy
they still sell it. They just don't sell it there, apparently.
It's not in California, maybe. It's probably illegal.
I buy the 175 SPF, where it's basically you're putting nickel on your skin. You're just covering yourself in nickel. I don't play. And yes, we are. We're weird here, and we're weird here, Kilroy. We do have weird, like, it's all about a facade. We're weird about our grass. We are so pretentious here. That's one thing I will admit about Southern California. People do judge you by the front of your house.
Oh, I think Easy just totally gave away that he's from Oregon. Just right there.
Hey, man, the best grass makes happy customers, man. Absolutely.
Well, and then he said gummies. So, yeah. Tell us you're from Oregon without telling us you're from Oregon.
I miss Oregon. I miss the people. I had a good time when I lived there. Personally, rather than cement the lawn. You know, it's weird. We're so weird here, but people are switching over to more Arizona style like fronts of their house because they can't afford the water.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do
rocking their yard.
Yeah. Well, this time of year, I have weird grass, so it goes dormant, but it stays kind of beige. You can see it in my shorts, but then it comes back green during the during spring. So
yeah, our lawn is dead by June, so and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to waste valuable water, watering a lawn that just kills itself in June.
We haven't even. Oh man, it's so sad here. People it's so sad. With people, the whole thing about the lawns is so sad. It's a yuppie thing where people, because even when I lived in Oregon, people didn't care. But they had, it was much it rained all the time, so their yards were supple. Washington. As somebody who used to hang out in Vancouver, Washington, there's some lovely people in Washington. Oh. And I used to go to Mariners games all the time. Anytime they play the Angels, when the Seahawks would play anybody, I would try to go up there. We practice in front of the mirror. I was in a hockey league in Oregon. Well, I was also in my 20s. And I was in a bowling league in Oregon. There was a movie theater I used to go to in, hold on. I lived in Beaverton at the time. You could smoke inside the movie theater.
Mm.
And they had tables where you could you get a full meal and sit there and smoke a stogie and drink coffee. It was an adult theater. Is there anything like that where you guys live?
Yeah. Yeah, they have recliners and they'll bring food to you and you can order it. Yeah.
Can you still smoke inside though? Is that nationwide?
No, can't smoke.
There's I think 2 bars in the area that still allow smoking inside. But I don't even know which ones they are.
We have this really weird law, and this is when I was in my 20s. I don't even know if it's real anymore, but I know it is because I looked it up. But it was still legal to smoke, but you had to ask every single person inside if it was okay.
Well, I believe it.
Because it was outlawed since the 80s here or the 90s or something. And I used to go to this one bar called the Tiki Lounge where Hollywood and Sunset met each other. And long story short, people would smoke in there. But they had a sign on the door that said, if you don't smoke cigarettes, don't walk in here. Mm-hmm. Or if you don't like the smell of cigarettes, do not walk in here. If you say Vancouver, folks, think you're from Canada. We have an Ontario within driving distance of my house. There's Vancouvers all over the place. The other Vancouver.
I've been to Ontario, California on more than one occasion.
I want a jersey so bad. I want an Ontario Rain jersey, and I'm going to wear it in Canada just to confuse everybody. Vancouver just sounds like Vancouver actually is old school. Vancouver is a West Coast. It's a West Coast city. It's very much like what you would expect from a West Coast city. I'm from here, so I got there and I was like, oh, this is like Seattle with maple leaves. To me, it was just the same vibe, same kind of same culture almost.
Yeah, I mean, once the further west you go, the less you can ever rely on anything being on time, and you just have to learn to be patient. Things are coming. There's coming on West Coast time.
It's a different way of life. It is a way. Here it is, and we like it that way. Damn right, easy one. Damn right. Some people are poor. Every year I try to grow vegetables. She does it every plant and causes issues. I grow everything I possibly can. I go to the seed section and I'm like, I don't know why I need squash, but I'm growing it.
Mm.
I love squash. I love me some squash.
It's like 50-50 with my son. Either I'm eating 50 pounds of grapes or I'm like, where's all my jam? I put him on to all the preserves because I am around canners. I'm surrounded by canners, and they're like, "Here, you look helpless. Here, take some jam."
I make jam every year, but actually, I even more like to. It's my mom. She made me do it. When the Seville oranges come out every year, I make marmalade. marmalade.
Sorry. I had my mocha
No.
chocolate marmalade moment. I love marmalade. Creole
Yeah.
lady mom.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
But in real life I'm a jam guy. I'm weird. I put jam on Eggo waffles.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
belong on, and jam belongs on Eggos.
You could do
For
that.
sure. Whole fruit jam. Mm-mm-mm.
I even eat Welch's grape jam. I don't care. I'm the one guy.
And here the blackberries, like I have about 50 yards of blackberries in my yard that just kind of coils around the driveway and goes all the way down the side of the house. And when the blackberries are ready, the blueberries are also ready too. And so I make black and blue jam, I call it.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have really confused mint in front of my house. It is fully sprouted.
You need to cut it back.
Yeah.
It's like
really harshly, and probably you need to dig it up and then cut the root ball in half and plant just half of it back where it was, and put some like compost underneath it.
We've had a really wet year so far, and I know it was only 30-something days in the year. But my mint is like, sunshine and I'm getting water, so it's like a full bush. I can smell it when I get in my truck.
Mhm.
Never go full bush. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Never go full bush. That's what I say about my eyebrows.
But Ed, those large strawberries, the California strawberries, are just absolute. They're terrible. They're almost like little water bags, and they have no flavor. So your small strawberries that you get at home that you grow are just jam packed with flavor and goodness, and they're wonderful.
Okay,
and so keep going. But yeah,
in defense of the California strawberries, they're really good here, but I literally live down the street from where they sell them to the world.
Yeah, but those are probably the ones that they actually grow in a real actual field, as opposed to in a greenhouse, where they're just taste like water. Yeah.
If you go on the outskirts of my town and start heading towards the beach, it's nothing but farms for 50, 60 miles. And so you get stands everywhere.
But Ed, I can give you some tips on growing better strawberries if you want. I worked on a strawberry farm. An organic strawberry farm on Salt Spring Island, I'll have you know.
In the 70s. Nutella on eggs is awesome. My son called it charcoal. Do you guys like Nutella?
I do.
Yeah, it's okay.
Depends on my mood, but yeah, because it's hazelnut.
I didn't try it until I was 39 years old. I people think I'm kidding when I say this. I've never had a Pop-Tart before.
You're not missing anything.
I've seen them. I know what they look like. I know. But
you're not missing anything.
That bad, huh?
Well, they're good toasted. Like if that was the only thing that I could have, I'd have to have it toasted.
I can divide the crowd right now. Do you put butter on your Pop-Tarts?
What?
Do you toast them and put butter on the top?
No. I wouldn't even think about it.
On Pop-Tarts?
I don't do this, but
I know I've never. But then again, I think it's probably been 25 years since I had a Pop-Tart.
But I mean, we make Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I've made Pop-Tarts much more recently than I bought them.
My mom.
I'm not going to the store and getting them.
I have my mom's rhetoric in my head. She'd always tell me those are for people who don't have parents to make them breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. My mom was no joke. She was like, "Oh, you want that? You can't have it." because it was advertised on every television, on every cartoon as a kid. Never
Mhm.
had one.
Yeah, but we never had them for breakfast or anything. It was just more of a treat in the afternoon.
It's dessert.
It's some sugar rush,
It's dessert.
It is.
I cannot even eat them. I cannot even eat Pop-Tarts just to snack. No, I can't do it.
I'm weird. I'm gonna go
never
try
heard
one.
of butter. Never heard of butter on a Pop-Tart, but now I'm kind of curious.
Just toast
But
it. Toast it. You gotta
well,
toasted.
If I eat a Pop-Tart, I don't toast it, but usually I'm eating it because that is the last thing in the pantry to eat. But someone else that I know does put butter on it, and I've never understood it.
I'm like that with spaghetti. All throughout my 20s, I lived off of noodles and spaghetti, and I really didn't eat it in my 30s and my 40s. My son loves pasta and spaghetti and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, we'll eat it, but I'll make it, but I won't eat it. But
yeah,
I tried to explain to him, like, when I was in my 20s, I really didn't have money. That's all I ate. I would eat like spaghetti noodles with garlic and butter.
I could see that.
My friend and I used to put Catalina dressing on our noodles.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that was a middle school thing. We could make pasta and that was like our midnight snack when we spend the night at each other's houses.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. I've never had anything like that. I went to the store starving yesterday. I bought the most random stuff. I bought Thousand Island dressing. I bought all kinds. I'm gonna make a burger, but like I had just all these ideas, and I'm like standing there. I'm like, I literally bought peanut butter without jelly. I bought one thing but not the other.
Yeah.
Hey, Lori. Hello. Great to see you.
Lori.
Hello, Lori.
I don't buy.
I'm gonna bow out. My knee is just killing. So,
yes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
we're going to see how I'm doing tomorrow. Woohoo!
Get some ice on that.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, elevate. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down and try to get the dog to not lay on the knee that he destroyed today.
Oh, but he loves you.
Yeah,
he does. So my husband threw a ball, and he threw it right near where I was standing, and the dog turned to go after the ball, took out my knee and my hip at the same time. And my husband's like, "Oh, do we need to take you to the ER? Do we need to take you to the hospital?" And I'm just like completely silent, trying not to scream, and I'm just going, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
So, but y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
He feels better.
Thank you, Ollie. All right. Good night, y'all.
Bye. I ate this combination, I think, for 10 years. I ate garlic and spaghetti and butter, so I don't touch it. And
but that's a common thing.
It is.
In Italy especially.
Cup of noodles. I can't eat a cup of noodles. I ate that every day for 15 years.
No.
No. Couldn't do it.
Probably more than 15. My son, he gets a box and he's like, "This is the only thing that you don't attack in the middle of the night." And I was like, "It's for a very good reason, son. It's for a very good reason."
We've all been there. We were all students once, yeah.
Oh, so I don't touch cup of noodles. Hey, Laura. Hello.
Hi, Laura.
Yay.
Hi, Laura. And Lori, too, because I didn't say hi a minute ago.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. I should be sleeping, but I have trouble. Hey, you're in the right place. I'm a real life insomniac. No, not cup of noodles. I was a stereotype broke student. So I lived off a cup of noodles and spaghetti and elbow macaroni and goulash and all kinds of fun stuff. Very Italian pasta garlic and olive
Oh,
oil.
yes.
I worked at a Italian restaurant named Guido's. This man's name, I'm not kidding you. And I asked him 1,000 times. I was like, dude, that's his stereotype. He's like, that's my real name. He showed me his ID. His name was Mark Guido. That was his real name. That man taught me how to cook everything. I know how to cook anything Italian. He taught me everything I know. And he taught me how to slice meat. He set me out into the world with a skill. I respect Mark, even though his last name was crazy.
Mm.
Mine would be butter chicken.
But
Very.
Butter chicken.
Yeah, I love Indian food. It's just
Yeah. Oh,
it's so
So
my favorite.
good.
Any curry thing, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like that with Thai food. I'm obsessed with Thai food.
Yeah, good Thai food is
It's amazing.
ooh.
Mm.
We have a hole in the wall Thai place. It's so amazing. It is like I think they have 3 tables in the place, and they're like those little tiny four-seater tables. And there's this just absolutely, I bet she's 150 years old Thai grandmother
Yes.
cooking away on this tiny little stove, and they serve they call it a buffet, but it's just a four-person table with some hot plates on it, and you just go in and grab and she makes the most amazing pad thai I've ever had
Oh,
in my life.
yes, pad thai.
And you just get a box and you fill it up and you leave, and you have to fight all the Navy guys that show up because all the Navy guys go there for lunch. Oh, it's amazing.
Mm. Man, you guys have me hungry for this stuff.
I know. I'm craving all kinds of crazy stuff now.
Well,
I like cup of noodles, but I definitely.
y'all need to come fly in. I have a couple restaurants we can go to.
Same here. I'll take you to that restaurant where we'll get some duck soup.
Okay.
Yes. Hot pot, like are you talking like the big Chinese divided soup hot pot pots? Or the
They
Korean ones?
whenever you order anything, they serve it with the leftover of that particular thing. So if you order duck, you get the whole beak.
You can have the beak.
But I can't get away with eating it like crap on my hands. I don't know, and that's weird. I eat a lot of bad stuff, and I'm almost of that age where I shouldn't eat any of it. Well, I'm probably at that age where I shouldn't eat any of it.
Laura, I'll be thinking about you tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck
Absolutely.
tomorrow, Laura.
Absolutely.
Let somebody know as soon as possible so they can get a hold of all of us.
That you're okay.
Absolutely.
I know I traumatized Terry with my duck soup story. My ex-wife and I had a contest of trying to gross each other out. So we would like go to these restaurants. We were on a deep sea fishing trip. And let's just say we grossed out the entire crew. I won't tell the story.
I've heard the story.
I won't tell the story, but absolutely, Laura. I hope everything goes well.
I just can't believe you did that.
I couldn't let her be tougher than me. She challenged me.
It's true. Yeah, you can't.
It was my Marty McFly moment. Yeah, I am very Marty McFly. If you call me Yellow, I'm like, would you call me? Would you? I do. I am no longer Marty McFly since I've grown up, but oh, I love blackberries, raspberries, and all that.
Yeah, there's actually a jam where you mix all 4 of those. I think there's even another one, and it's called.
I think it's called bumbleberry.
Is it bumble? Well,
that's what they call it here. Bumbleberry.
I can't remember.
Ollie, we got to go out to eat, Ollie. I'm gonna take you to that place. I love make blackberry. Oh, I'm starving. Thank you,
Laura. Yes.
A hot pot restaurant. There's a burner at each place. Okay, they used to have hot pots everywhere, but they're no longer popular here.
Oh, they still have them in Durham.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a COVID thing, maybe?
There's a couple of them.
It's crazy. Absolutely, Alibaba. Absolutely. It's
So I
one of
guess
the,
whatever they don't have in California anymore, you can just come to North Carolina and find it.
it's
So.
an Asian cuisine. They serve sushi as well. I'm down. I'm down. Bruh, you are in there
Yeah.
having a concert. They can hear you.
Cre-
I
Hi,
guarantee
Isaiah.
the neighbors can hear you, bro. You are in there.
Mhm.
We're gonna start a death metal band.
Okay. I'm in.
Aw. He's just having fun.
And live your
Yep.
life. I'm not
Mhm.
saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying
No.
what were you singing?
Oh, I was singing Sabathon.
Sabathon, full top of the
Oh.
lungs.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm there for that.
Heroes album.
I have, if you go look in my CDs, I still have all my Sabathon CDs in there.
Yeah, there's.
I know you kids don't listen to CDs like us dinosaurs.
Yeah. But yeah.
Now we're making everyone hungry.
I am. I'm hungry. I was like, ooh, I'm about to go get something.
Isaiah, what's your favorite food?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult question.
Okay. Okay, talk me through it.
Hmm.
Give me some examples.
Probably like Mexican food.
Okay.
West
but, like,
Coast. West
Like,
Coast.
to be honest, Mexican food, because like,
Hold on, no, it's okay. It's okay.
because
You
like
don't want to
with
go off.
Mexican
You don't want to
food-
go off too hard. It's okay. You don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't have to justify yourself. You said
You-
Mexican food that
You
stands on
said
a pillar
Mexican.
Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
all by itself. I'm
Genre.
craving now. I'm craving jam and Mexican food at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know
Mexican food
America
jam.
is like horrendous.
Well,
with
you
their
know what? We can
service.
always find somewhere else.
Or Coco's. I know.
Coco's is gone. I would.
That's
Well,
not-
they have one in the valley. We used to. There's a place that was made. It was more for senior citizens, but I took him there his whole life. I loved it because it was just good old school food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they served chicken fried steak all day long. So I loved
Ooh.
that place.
Okay, but Isaiah, what can you cook? What
Oh,
kind of food can you cook?
He cooks. He cooks
Yeah.
anything.
I
He
mean, I could
cooks.
I could cook myself some pretty good tasty chicken, and then
Ooh.
I could definitely cook some and a little bit of Mexican food too, and like
Nice.
rice, a lot of stuff,
Good.
like a lot more than some people that I know. Or
You cook more than anyone
enough.
your age. There's a very specific reason why you cook every day. Because when I'm dead and buried, I won't be rolling over. Because I know that you'll know how to cook.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's I
Know
mean,
how to
it's,
feed yourself.
and the ladies love a dude that can cook. So
When my arms are full,
Yeah,
I'm like, I
especially-
don't care. He knows how to cook.
yeah, especially if they don't know how to cook, I could just like teach them how to cook.
no,
stuff.
no. Even if we do know how to cook, we love a man that can cook because
Yeah.
it, share the duties, and there's nothing like having someone cook for me. I love it
Hello,
because
fever
I'm a
dream.
serious cook.
Hello, Fury Dream. Hello,
Fever
hello.
Dream. Welcome back.
Mr. Flexer. How's it going, Fever Dream? We're just talking about life. Young Mr. Sewing over here.
Mhm.
Oh.
He cooks. He like, I'm not like, my parents were rigid. We had chores and like animals. But I'm not as rigid, but he cooks every day. He cooks every day.
My 16-year-old is taking culinary classes, like proper chef classes, and I could not be happier.
We plan out meals. We look up recipes and stuff because I do get tired of eating the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And as someone who's been eating chicken for 13, 14 years, help! I look up every recipe. I look up every recipe known to man. I love cooking to my husband. Is a great cook. Exactly. I know how to cook. I just, when I went out in the world, I saw certain things about certain people, and most young 20 something year old men would starve if they didn't sell boxes at the grocery store. Boxes of
I think
food.
that's turning around, though. I think our kids are growing up to be cooks.
That's
you
true.
know?
That is true.
Yeah, growing up
Awesome,
what?
awesome. 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 I was editing yesterday.
So what kind of animation are you working on?
I'm trying to finish. Do you know what's so funny? This is shades of old school because I would start a shirt that would usually take me 20 to 30 minutes and it would take me 3 hours. And now my serger is only serging on 3, but that's okay. I'm so proud of you that you're over your sparkle phobia, twin. Look at you over there all shiny. Like it's NASA would look down and see you from outer space right now with that red coat on.
Well, I told you it wasn't the sparkles. It was the fact you covered your face. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta talk to you about this. Don't cover your face.
To me it was very fashion forward. I watched a ton of fashion shows.
I'm glad that it's fashion forward to cover your face. I just don't like it.
They all looked like the Cobra Commander.
I just want to see people's eyes.
Absolutely, Laura. You do learn over the years. That is true. I cook because I had an ex-girlfriend when I was in my 20s. She's like, bro, you're gonna starve. And she literally taught me how to cook. I'm not kidding you. She took me aside and she's like, how did you make it this far? And she taught me how to cook. She
That's
cooks,
amazing.
I do dishes, she cooks the house tidy, I do the yard and keep the cars running. She does the bills, I clean up the dog. The dog is
I mean, they have a good system worked out, and that is great. There's nothing wrong with a good system.
Absolutely. I do love
Except I think he definitely has she's definitely gonna get a new dog, and it's like a really, really big one that leaves really big poops.
It's gonna
just
be
to
a
make
shock
up for
when there's
lost
actually a
time.
dog. Yeah, exactly. Been working on a satire street scene. Awesome.
Amazing.
Let me put this pattern over here. I should start sewing. I'm enjoying myself too much tonight. I'm having too much fun.
That's good. Just come
Yeah,
hang out and chat with us. You
I'll
have
go
all
back to
night.
having fun. I'll go.
Might have
It's
to
not like
change
I
the name.
sleep.
Might have
What's
to
that?
change the name to House of Chatting if you're not
Oh
careful.
no, it's all encompassing. It's all encompassing.
Yeah.
I'm just
just giving you a hard time.
No, it's okay. I'm more of the tortoise than the hare.
Do you get to the finish line?
Fast and steady wins the race every time. If the dog poops is bigger than mine, we have the wrong dog.
Oh.
I don't know. I really want an Irish wolfhound, and those things are poop factories. I know that they are, but I still
Are those the
want one.
dogs that are big? They look like chow chows, but they're bigger than people.
It looks more like a terrier, but they're bigger than
really
people.
wiry. Their hair is wiry.
Yeah, and they have such cute little faces.
There's
so sweet.
This dog. It keeps. I don't know why. I think it's because I clicked on one video, and they keep on showing me these giant dogs. I kind of want one now. Advertisement works. They're giant though. Like
a mastiff.
They're bigger than you. They tower over people. They look almost like they're not real.
Like I'm thinking Great Danes, Mastiff, Irish Wolfhound.
They're hairy like a chow chow. I never understood having a dog the size of an AMC pacer. I won't be this young and tough forever.
My neighbor has an Irish Wolfhound. So
we do.
I've always wanted one, and they're kid herders. Like if your kid starts walking out of the yard, an Irish Wolfhound will like grab them by the back of their pants and drag them back into the yard. They're just, I don't know, they're so intelligent and loyal and family oriented. And
she is around a house of 3 boys, so she has to keep those boys alive.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're babysitter dogs, you know.
Yeah, that's really- Oh.
Oh, I had a min pin.
Hmm.
She was the most angry, evil dog. She was a literal ankle biter. We never got her training. When I was told she passed away, I big cried. I was like, like huffing crying. It was so sad. She was an
I did-
ornery dog, but she was mine.
Hmm.
I did the same when our cat died. We had a cat that died at 23.
Oh wow.
And
That's a
yeah,
long life.
I was so sad. Yeah. She was a good cat too. She tolerated so much when my sisters were little. They used to dress her up.
A cat that plays dress up, that's tolerance. That's
Yeah.
real
She was
hardcore.
so patient and just like she would just make faces and go, you know, but she put up with it from them.
I won't tell you how many jerseys and things Flash has, but yeah. My basset hound. We have a basset hound.
You should dress it up like Huckleberry Hound one year. Then it should be a Droopy the next.
Ollie, isn't a Caesar with no alcohol just a Clamato juice?
I don't know. I've been drinking not the non-alcohol Shirley Temples since I was a little kid. I think they're amazing.
Hmm.
But
People don't-
aren't they supposed to be non-alcohol?
I don't know.
Like
I've just been
basically a Caesar is a Bloody Mary, except instead of tomato juice, it's Clamato juice, which is like it's got squeezed out clam juices. And it's not for me, but my parents loved them.
oh,
And then they have vodka.
This pattern like deserves to be put in a trophy somewhere. Look how ratty and puffy my Mimi G R11407 pattern is.
Why have you not transferred it onto like freezer paper or paper?
Oh, it's here. I just haven't done it yet. I have a whole roll.
Okay.
I am
Good night,
so
Easy.
sorry. Have a great night, Easy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Exactly. And see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Terry. That's why I'll probably never get a dog. I had a dog that lived to be 21 and passed away the year my son was born. I will never get over my little brother, Cleophas. Cleophas lived to be
name.
21 years old.
I love that name.
Oh, I loved that dog. So I probably will never own a dog. I loved that dog.
What's that fabric you've got there with the writing on it?
This is going to be the back. I didn't know if I had enough because I make giant hoods. So I need a couple yards.
Okay.
They gave me this fabric. When I would buy large amounts of tweed, they used this stretchy fabric to wrap everything in. So I walk away literally with a sack of fabric for real. But with all the stuff they give me, I consider it free fabric.
That is free fabric.
I'm like, thank you very much. So this is going to be the back of the sweater. This isn't as hardcore. I have one that's all like political about Africa and all this stuff, but this one is just like really rando stories.
It looks like a punk magazine.
I miss stuff like that.
Yeah, you remember those independent magazines we always used to be able to get that were just like paper folded together, stapled?
Punk and Disorderly.
Yeah.
We used to get Punk and Disorderly. No Effects sings about it. There's this one song I'm obsessed with. And like if you break it down, he's actually talking about a person. And he was on the cover of Punk and Disorderly. Oh, good times. I had a cat in high school and still miss it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get too attached to animals. I'll probably never get another dog. I say that, but I will. We had a great day. And He was 175 pounds. Now we have a border collie, an Australian Shepherd, and a Yorkie. My dad lives with us. He has 2 Chihuahuas. We have my daughter's dog. Wow.
That's a
Yeah, Danes
That's
are type
farm.
of mastiff. Yep.
That's a herd.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know. I kind of do. I don't know. I go back and forth with the dog. I fall in love. And then I want one that's going to live longer than me. Is there any like parrot dogs out there?
No.
Oh, well, I mean, oh, you mean parrot? Yeah, okay, now I get it. I was
No, I'm
going to
just
say,
talking
what
about
if
a
a
dog.
parrot will outlive you?
When
Are you if you're only planning on living for the next 10 years, yeah, we can figure something out.
No,
But-
I'm living until my organs give out.
Your organs.
Or I move to Oregon and give out.
Okay.
I mean,
We all know where you're really going. It's okay. But
no, he's going to retire to Vancouver Island. That's how that's going to go.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to Canada. I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, he's gonna come retire.
Well, you'll know
here
when you
and-
live there.
and- Yep.
We'll all ride Highland Cal and wear Mountie hats. Even
Yeah.
though we
Yeah.
found out from Ollie, it is illegal to dress like a Mountie in Canada.
You can't wear all of the parts, but you can wear separate pieces individually.
Jeez,
You
are
can
you
buy the
listening?
hat, or you can, but you can't do the whole outfit. Like the red serge is the jacket, right? If you're in your serge,
Yes.
you can't do them all together.
Don't do them all together.
I know when someone's coming to the door. Yeah, because you have the greatest doorbell of all time. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that.
Oh.
In America, it's highly illegal to impersonate an officer, but as long as you're not like impersonating a federal, people wear FBI shirts, people wear Pentagon shirts, people wear. I have a shirt. I have a random shirt that says House of Representatives on the back. On the front, it says USA on the back.
But the Mounties, like the RCMP, are federal. Like it's a federal agency,
Mhm.
so it would be a federal thing.
I like 2 people and all of the dogs. It's
I
so
mean,
it's just
Terry,
interesting.
that's legit,
That is absolutely legit. It's just interesting to me because I do like a long time ago I was at a swap meet, and that's when I bought my Star Trek uniform. But it was in a giant box of old uniforms from like Yugoslavia, from all around the world. And
Mhm.
it's not illegal to dress like a boat captain from Yugoslavia in America, at least. Like I could wear the whole garb with the patches and everything, and it's not illegal.
Hmm.
But the Yugoslavian army has no authority here, so it's no threat or anything.
Well, there's
I
also
don't know.
no such thing as Yugoslavia anymore. So
I was waiting for Kilroy. Actually, last time I said that, Kilroy caught that.
yeah,
You caught that early.
I got to be the Kilroy because we're 30 seconds ahead or something.
Yeah, we are a solid 30 seconds. I'm still mad I didn't buy all that stuff. I'm still mad I didn't buy all that stuff.
I bet more mannequins.
I have a bunch of Nigerian airline stuff, and me and my pops would wear that stuff all the time. All the time. And then someone would be like, "Where'd you get that?" I'd be like, "Nigerian Airlines." I still have it. I'm too big to fit in it. I'm too big. We were thin and thinner, and now I'm chunky and chunkier, so I don't fit in that shirt anymore.
Time to turn it into a quilt.
Dogs are the picture of unconditional love. They are. They absolutely are. Do you know what? I was thinking of something crazy because I almost have. Well, it looked easy until I saw like everything you need to make one. But somebody told me quilting isn't as easy as it looks, and they were right. But then I watched a video on a t-shirt quilt last night, and I was like, in the first 5 minutes, I was like, yes, I'm ready. And then they're like, and then you need batting, and then you need a backing, and then you need a border. And then I'm like, oh, that's
You
too much.
know, you,
They added
No, it's
everything.
no, but okay, listen,
you
William.
don't need
You
all
can
of
buy
it.
yeah, you can like the batting, you can buy batting in a roll.
No,
So
no, no,
it
no. You said that your temperature runs hot anyway. You don't even. You can just do a summer quilt
there
Let
you
me
go.
see if I have the
where
stuff.
you don't put batting in it. You can just put like a fleece backing on it, and then so it's still comfy and nice. Because I have a couple quilts like that. I don't put batting in it just so I can use them in the summer. So they kind of still have that weight, and they give me what I need, a burrito, but I don't get overly like too hot.
I have to find what I had. I told you a long time ago. I thought I was buying fluff for a pillow, but it was quilting batting,
Uh-huh.
whatever that stuff is, and it's thick.
That's
I
the
thought it
stuffing
was.
kind though.
I thought it
But
was
you could
for a
also just
pillow.
put a sheet on the back. You could
Yeah.
just
Go to
put,
the thrift
like,
store, get a sheet.
yeah.
I don't have to. I don't have to go to a thrift store. I have the content of my grandmother's entire linen closet. I've
Well, there
incorporated
you go.
half of her linen closet into my early style. All my lining were my grandmother's old sheets. All of my old lining.
Um, yeah, that's probably what I would do. But you need so because t-shirts they stretch, so you have to back them.
Quote of the evening: these quilters are trying to fleece us, William. Yes, they are.
Oh, Ollie.
Batting is
Go
warmer
stand in
than
the
it
corner,
looks.
Ollie. Go stand in the corner, nose against the
No,
wall.
Ollie, I
Ollie.
agree with batting is warm. I have some in here.
Thank you, Shalom, for putting him in timeout.
It's
Yeah.
either underneath or on top.
And
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
Ah.
batting also has two different sides to it. I learned this one a couple months ago, where depending on which side of the batting that you're putting against you,
Mhm.
whether it keeps you warm or it'll cool you down.
No, I need to know these things. I do things in haste. Like even that day that I bought the batting, I was so excited to make a pillow. I didn't realize that I bought batting. And then I never made the pillow because it wasn't the right stuff.
Well, did you want to make the pillow like a pillow the way that I suggested yesterday?
I'm thinking about making I literally I'm sitting on a pillow I made 5 or 6 years ago. So I
Yeah.
think it's time to make a new pillow that I sit on all the time. But really I just stuff it full of a bunch of fluff.
Yeah.
It's not complicated, you know.
You got to send something that looks nice.
Hello, Christina. Good morning.
Yay, good morning. Good
Oh,
morning.
Christina, welcome back.
I made a jelly roll quilt and used a panel for the backing. No batting. Good
Yeah.
to know.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have to be all like blankets. I know.
No,
I'm not trying to start a fight, okay? I'm not trying to start a
there's no fighting. There's no quilt police. It's a quilt is what you want it to be.
Hey, how about this too?
It has multiple
could-
layers.
You
More
could
than
make
one.
2 tops and then sandwich them together so that you have a double quilt that you could
And
flip it over one way or
I
another way.
always thought about making something like that, but I just can't get past the fact that I'm going to screw it up. Like that's how I feel. But
Anyone wondering? Yes, there is scotch tape on my Mimi GR11 for
That's because you keep using the dang tissue paper, William.
oh,
Hey.
she says
Hey, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm diving in. I'm diving in like this. Head
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. There you go.
No goggles.
So Shalom, we need to organize him and like we can put his patterns like on hangers with like we can make like the paper ones for
Yeah.
him.
I have
Yeah.
rolls. This is the smaller one, but I
Yeah.
have rolls of transparent paper.
Ooh,
Rolls.
the
and
transparent paper? Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the fancy stuff. You can get sewable paper for pattern making nowadays too.
Do you know, because I watch a lot of quilters, I see that all the time.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I've only recently started watching quilters, so I'm a little behind.
Yay! Good morning. Good
I
morning.
watch mostly garment makers and mostly historical garment makers.
I know this always starts fights, Terry. I
Blessed by
apologize.
Jess?
What's that?
So do you watch So Blessed by Jess? I hear she's a phenomenal quilter.
She's amazing.
You
She's working
know,
on Civil War blocks right now. Everybody should go check her out.
I heard
She
she
makes
smells funny.
amazing
I heard she
content.
smells really funny. And
I heard she loves. And I heard she.
Oh.
Hey, everybody, go over to her channel wearing a mask. I heard she loves masks.
Especially full face ones, so I can't see you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Make sure that you post a picture so I can see exactly what you look like.
That would be
And
so
maybe I can
creepy.
recreate that.
That would be so creepy if people just started sending you pictures with their face covered. That would be eerie to me. If I just started getting random photos. I use flannel as batting because I live in Arizona.
Yep. See, hot weather people. Mhm.
Unite like Voltron.
that makes perfect sense, and it would be
I
cozy
thought about doing that
too.
with your quilt, but I was just
I
like, no,
love
I'm just going to make me
flannel.
full fledged, like 100% quilt, and then he can tell me if it gets too hot, and then we can next time, if there's ever next time, we can
No,
change it up.
I wear it like it's a big hug. I just
Aw.
walk around with it. I'm not even joking. I love that thing. It's in here, but I've been hanging out with it. I love that quilt. I
Mhm.
literally walk. It's my poncho. I wear it. I crawl into my burrito in bed with it. I love that thing.
Oh, you're cute.
I love that. That's
Yes.
adorable.
I'm not kidding. I walk around my house with that thing.
Adorable.
I wear it. I wear it like a giant. I am Emperor Quilt walking around my house.
Oh.
It gets cold. It gets cold out here, and then I go in my house, and the heater's like, "Hello, blah." Good
The
time.
curtain. Yeah.
Oh, there is something called Swedish pattern paper. Doesn't rip. I definitely need something like
Oh.
this.
Swedish pattern paper. Interesting.
I have this really weird interfacing that was meant to rip out, but it never did when I would make patches. But I can't remember what number it was because I have so much weird stuff in here.
Oh, Terry, I could see you if you really want me to see you. There's
can't
ways.
see us. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jerry. It is a giant hug. You think I'm joking? Like, this is why I constantly talk about how I need a Snuggie. But once I found out that Snuggie has feet, I need a sleeping bag with a hood.
No, that's a onesie.
I think I'm just gonna go
You
buy
don't need a
a
Snuggie.
sleeping bag. I'm just gonna go buy a sleeping bag and put a hood on it. I'm not kidding you.
No, you don't need a onesie. You need a Snuggie.
I want something I can crawl into like a cocoon.
Yeah.
Where someone could pick me up like this with two hands and move me. I want something that has no feet whatsoever.
Okay.
I thought a Snuggie went all the way through, and you completely and utterly told me Santa Claus wasn't real.
How?
No, because you did the in-depth, comprehensive look at it, and
Wait,
I'm like, oh, it's like a big robe.
It is. It's a backwards robe.
You said that in a kind of scary way, Jez.
Well, we'll talk after. I'm not going to go into full detail on how people can send me pictures and stuff like that. But yes.
Like a button thing. I'm gonna
William.
put a hood on a sleeping bag.
Mm.
We have sleeping bags with hoods.
No, there are sleeping bags with hoods.
Of course we do.
Okay,
William, do you like Star Wars too?
Camping
Or
World.
just Star Trek?
No, I read I read Star Wars books. I'm a geek. When they deviated from the storyline, I wanted to cry.
Because I have, like, not even kidding, I have a licensed Jedi Snuggie. That has been sitting in my closet because I bought it for a friend who ended up being a capital J jerk, and I just never sent it. And so I've had it for like 10 years in my closet. And if you would like it and you would use it or your son would use it, I would be happy to send it to you.
Oh, I wouldn't share that. Thank you. Patent pending address will be coming very soon.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sleeping bags. You know, I didn't know this. Where I live, the sleeping bags do not have hoods on them.
Yeah.
The only
There
sleeping
are
bag
sleeping bags with hoods.
when my brother came back from the Marines, he gave me a lot of his stuff, and that's like a 1991 Marine sleeping bag is the only one I've ever seen with a hood on it.
Hmm.
But I do live in the desert.
Ollie, what do you mean you're going to deduct points from? You can't deduct points without asking. But I am.
Tonight is a night of controversy.
You really feel that I need.
Close call.
And I need to know. Go ahead.
We're calling the refs out. It's a close call. We'll call it a close call.
But I need to know where I stand in the points because I still have not gotten that answer from the last stream. So I'm asking politely and nicely, Ollie, may I please have my points? Like, how many points do I have right now, please? Thank you.
I have the original Star Wars sheets, and I also have the strawberry shortcake sheets from that exact same year.
I do too.
My parents threw away nothing, and I have both the Star Wars and strawberry shortcake because my parents, I had a sister.
Care Bear too. I have the Care Bear one, strawberry shortcake, My Little Pony.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Those Star Wars sheets got miles, and they started reprinting it, and I was so offended. I was like, "No, you imposters! I have the original. I wasn't even alive, but I have the original."
Thank you, Ollie. I appreciate you letting me know the points that we have at the moment. I need to write that down in my book. Oh man.
We got to get Jess up into 6 figures.
39,600 more to go to get the jacket.
I just have to get off my duff and mail it to you, really.
No, but is there a way to get some double points right now? Like, what do I got to do?
I think you're putting your fate in the wrong hands, Jess.
I know.
I'm glad I don't.
For the permanent record, you were there. You had it in your hand. You won the World Series. You just didn't. You won. You won. You just didn't get the trophy. You won. You just didn't take the trophy home. You literally won the contest. You just didn't take the trophy home on that one particular day.
Well,
and let me tell you,
we just got busy. We got busy, and then we forgot about it.
Have you ever seen the show Counting Cars? With the count on the old History Channel? It was about this guy who's a Vegas mechanic, real hardcore, real biker, nice guy. He sells classic cars and he buys them. But a lot of the time, he'll buy a car, he'll fix it up and take it home.
Mm-hmm.
I am that guy. But I literally offered you basically a free car. It gave you the keys. You just didn't drive it home.
But we didn't talk about it after that one moment.
Because we were too busy doing the Charleston.
We were doing everything.
We were having a good time.
Yes.
We were looking at quilts.
Yes.
We were too busy having a good old time.
Yeah.
And I can't stop talking, so I'm one big, giant, walking, talking distraction.
But I never touched it. I never touched it. So
even when I came home, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's right here."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. That is why I'm always like, "Are you sure?" When Jess lets me know that I should come on the show, because I'm just like, I'm not a good influence. I'm a walking, talking distraction as well.
Oh no, you're not.
No, you're in the right place, Shalom. Don't worry.
You are.
You're in the right place.
This is my tribe. Okay.
I'm a chatter. And that's the thing. See, like, I saw Jess, and then I was instantly like, and then this one time at band camp, and then this other time, and then this one time at band camp. Like, I was excited. We were talking.
Yes.
We were talking.
Yeah.
We could have talked for years. I'm telling you.
I am the band camp kid as well, so I'm glad you tolerate my band campiness.
Oh, I'm here for flute stories.
Can you imagine if there's No, never mind. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it because then people would go in one other direction. Never mind. Never mind.
That maybe we should have a band camp. Yep. And then you and I could have a showdown of the cowbell. You know, we have cowbell tryouts.
I'm gonna wear this. I just keep. Yes. Oh, it's like kumbaya.
Hey,
Like,
Katie,
we can
welcome
go to
back.
bonfires, stay up all night.
Welcome back, Katie.
Yes.
Yay. Hello. We're over here. My son, I'm not kidding you. Like, if he likes to be such a singer, we're gonna harvest that. He needs to go get singing lessons. He is in there belting.
Yeah, and then he can be the singer. My kid can play the guitar. You know,
When he was younger, I took him to go see Sabaton the one time they came to LA, and they brought a tank out on stage. And I'm not kidding you. At the same time, Isaiah and I were like, "Whoa!"
And the
So
rest.
I made
is
him a
history.
lifetime fan. I was
Yeah.
really into Sabaton, really into him, and I made him a lifetime fan. That's why I told him, like, you want my old CDs? And then I realized these kids don't listen to CDs.
Well, I mean, you never know. My 12-year-old's got the cassette player.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I've been here the whole time. Well, great to see you anyways. Great to see you.
Yeah, welcome back from lurking.
Yes, let him sing. I'm one of those people, like, I'm in that. See, that's the thing, because he's grown up around me. Like, it is no secret. I will be in the kitchen just like singing oldies. I love those old school doo-wop songs. Like, I'm crazy. In my head right now, it's 1982. I'm obsessed with Shalimar. I'm Midnight Star, like Heart.
Such a great vintage year.
Oh, Eye of the Tiger came out in 1982.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
And I think Mickey too. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun.
So
I
fun,
think
you're so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey. You haven't like an anthem song?
I am so lame. I still listen to Eye of the. I'm not kidding you. Eye of the Tiger still gets me hyped up.
Okay, so
Like, I'm still like, I'm ready to go.
So we should call that an anthem song.
Or I'm laughing.
Mhm.
Or I'm laughing.
But I mean, if you can't sing Bohemian Rhapsody, you just can't hang. You know,
Scaramouche, let me see your fandango.
Thunderbolt and lightning.
Oh,
Very lightning.
That is one song still to this day. I go full Wayne's World whenever I'm in the car. My son knows if that comes on, I'm rolling the windows up.
Windows, yes.
I'm rolling them up. I'm a full opera. Full opera.
I saw a video like a week ago that was like list of songs white people get turned to. That was on there. And I was like, yeah.
I love that song. That is We Are the Champion.
Yes. Yeah. We Will Rock You.
Kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
You got mud on your face.
So many 80 songs.
When that comes on, like, because I just let my phone go from I get weird playlists because I listen to everything. When that song comes on, I'm like, all right, let's go. I don't know where we're going, but let's go. I love that song.
Yeah. And like Journey, like how much Journey is out there that you just get turned to. And yeah.
My family plays a game with me, and even Dustin's brothers will try to stump me on any 80s song. So if I can't get to the chorus or if I can't sing the chorus by the time, like X amount of time, that's what they think I've made it. Then I get all the points.
Yeah.
It's only been 3 or 4 songs that they've stumped me on. Because they're like, they weren't even they're like from the one hit wonder people, and they sang.
You know what? I could probably get your one hit wonders for you. I'm right there with you.
So
I have that talent as well.
Pam, I think I'm obsessed with these songs because they were probably played a lot when I was a kid. Like I'm
3-year-old William in
obsessed.
1982.
I'm obsessed with these songs. No, excuse me, but I go through weird phases because like I listened to when I was a kid, I was really into like hardcore metal. I've seen Slayer 17 times over the years. And it was cheating because I like they'd play in LA and then I'd go to see him in Arizona. Then I'd go see him like in Bakersfield or something.
I just never liked Dimebag. I just don't. I'm not a Dimebag fan.
Really?
Yep. No, I know you can. We're gonna have to fight about it. But
No, I don't like quite honestly. There's all kinds of bands and people I stay away from, and so I get it. Like I'm not a Pantera fan.
I love Pantera.
We'll talk about that later too. That's
Okay.
a whole
All right. Yep.
No. Don't be
That's
sorry. It's not a
okay.
bad thing. No, see, but it's like there's certain bands, and I've met the people from Anthrax, and they're actually cool.
I have the Anthrax 40th anniversary tour T-shirt that my internet son got for me. He was 19 when he got it, and yep.
You know, it's really funny. Like it's so funny. I still wear metal shirts, and I look in the mirror sometimes, and I'm like, my style has not changed in 30 years. Like my style, like legit. If I'm wearing a Slayer shirt, I'm like, oh man, my style has not. Like I remember when I was 14, wearing the same shirt, just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, no, I still rock Chucks or Vans and jeans and a band shirt and my leather jacket or a sweater or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I laugh. I love my mom, and I'll come walking up with a vest, and she's like, "It's been 30 something years. You're not over it, huh? You look ridiculous." Like
No,
it
Ma.
bothers her that I still dress the same. I had no Guns N' Roses. I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan. I don't. Wow. See,
I had every CD.
Anthrax is awesome. I saw them. Here's the problem with Guns N' Roses. Like, and I think I saw them when they were on their nostalgia tour when Axl had Buckethead playing instead of anybody else that was really in the band. They were terrible. We were all there thinking it was awful. So I get it. There are certain bands.
Some bands just aren't. Yeah, they don't sing well in public. Like Anthony Kiedis. I mean, I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anthony Kiedis cannot sing live. I'm sorry.
Okay, but they performed during what's it called, the pandemic. They performed at the Pyramids of Giza, and that was an amazing show. That was like an amazing show. So I agree. There are certain people. And again, I met Flea and Pat Schmier, and they were so nice to me.
Oh, I believe it.
They were so nice. They are like, first off, Flea is Mr. LA, but like he's a bigger Laker Dodger fan than the most people. But they had a musical institute on Sunset, and they would just be out there. And I walked up, I was like, "Are you Pat Schmier?" And nicest guy on earth. Nice. They're just real people.
That's wonderful.
That's the only reason I'll never talk trash about the Peppers. No, because
their musicianship is amazing. Anthony Kiedis just doesn't do well live. He's a production singer.
Oh,
I get it. That's what happened to me, like with a lot of people. You know what though? I used to judge. I was not into a lot of like what I called newer music. When I was younger, I went and saw Weezer because I loved Weezer. I was obsessed. They played with Tenacious D and Jimmy Eat World.
I love Jack Black.
Jimmy Eat World came in and they opened up and they played so well. I went and saw them 2 times after that. Like, but I thought they were just this poppy band. They went up there and played Morrissey for an hour and a half. They knew the crowd.
Yeah.
So, you never know when you see a band. You never know if it's going to be the greatest thing ever or the worst band ever. I really hadn't been to like I've seen Wu-Tang like too many times, but I really hadn't been to many rap concerts, and I went and saw Rock the Bells. Nas literally jumped out of a helicopter, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." But he did it at night, so you really couldn't see the helicopter, but they put the spotlight on him and you could see him jumping out of the helicopter. It was amazing. So I don't know. I guess you can't. I always say you can't judge someone until you see them live.
Mm-hmm.
Guns N' Roses was terrible. And then he came back with Slash and he was just as terrible, just with a better band.
I think Buckethead's a really talented guitar player.
One of the greatest, but he was. It was just
wasn't
so
his,
weird.
It wasn't his stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Didn't jive.
It kind of at first, I won't even lie. It like I know I'm getting a little too metal right now, but it was weird to me when Robert Trejo started playing with Metallica.
Yeah, but he's so good.
He was hardcore though, and then he went to Metallica, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
but he made them sound better, at least in my eyes.
he did. Trujillo he's good. He's good, but yeah, and it's just and this Lars, he's a good drummer, but I just can't stand him as a human.
Neither can I. I don't like Metallica. I never have. I stood in line for a show, but I've never seen them before. I'm not a Metallica fan. I won't even listen to them. Like if they come on a mix or something, I'm like, next. But really what ruined it for me, I won't even lie, was I was obsessed with The Big Lebowski when it came out. So I have that line from Jeff Bridges in his head when he's talking trash. He's like, yeah, I was on the Speed of Sound tour. I toured with Metallica. They were a bunch of a-holes. I like forever have that line in my head. I will have finished this hoodie eventually. I'm glad I finished the hood though.
Nice job.
I should just pin everything together and finish it. These are one of those funny projects that I would like. Oh, I would finish in a heartbeat, but I'm sitting here having a good time. Look what I found. I forgot about this. Are they upside down roosters? Look at the roosters.
They're upside down.
Okay. I forgot I had this.
Oh.
That's really cute.
I completely. This is why I shot my own stash. I was like, oh, I didn't even know. And the funny thing is, like, if I really thought about it, I have an idea of where this came from. Because in the San Fernando Valley swap meet, they have like weird farm prints that I haven't seen anywhere.
Those were supposed to be somebody's kitchen curtains. That's what those were supposed to be.
This is 4 yards. I do everything in 4 yards. I know for a fact this has to be 4 yards.
You can make an egg apron out of that.
Oh, hey, that's Pee Wee Herman word of the evening. I do have.
Oh, where's the talking chair?
The couch is jumping. The chair's talking. I keep on forgetting to finish this thing. I keep on forgetting to finish my apron. I'm going to leave it denim. I'm going to iron it, obviously.
What's on the other side? It looked like there was a print on the other side.
Fairies. I'm a sucker for prints. These are
okay.
literal...
Now, why would you not wear that side out? Like, low.
I bought. See, that's the problem with lining. What you're saying right now is what happens to me every time I bought this for lining, and I still have a ton of this left over because I bought 4 yards. But every time I buy something, I fall in love with it and I want to feature it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. But then I end up not having any lining.
Oh.
So I have to get hardcore with myself, and I'm like, you bought it for lining. What's that?
It's reversible.
Hey,
there you go.
I could line it on the other side. No, but I like the denim because you can actually beat up the denim and it will live to see another day.
That's true. That's true.
A foul 4 yards.
Oh, guys, I'm just starting to fade right now, so I should probably say goodnight
Oh,
and
well, I'll
be
miss you
on
until
my
tomorrow.
way.
Thank you for joining. Shalom. Thank you.
I'll be in a
Hopefully you.
PD all day tomorrow, Shalom. So just text me when you get up, and then we'll just talk while their people are talking.
All right, sounds good. Okay, good night, everybody. Good
Thanks
night,
for
all the
hanging out.
kiddos. Love you.
Bye.
Mwah. Good night.
Have a great night. Bye. And then there was the twins.
We look
Before
so
I
much
jump
alike.
off, I want to cry about hockey, but thank you for being the help desk, because I did have a moment earlier, and you're like, "Hey, hockey's still on, just not the kind that you want to watch." Oh,
10 more days. We can do this.
Terry, I use my grandmother's sheets for my grandmother had this giant house, and I inherited her linen closet. I washed everything, and like, if anyone in my family put on certain shirts, they would be like, "Wait a minute, I remember these sheets from 1962." Like, they were old.
Yeah.
She had stuff that was still in the package.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard industry, but he's trying a big few names coming up. Oh, it's music industry is the worst. Absolutely. Shalom. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out.
So amazing. Her and Tammy. I love hanging out with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have created such an amazing community here, Twin. You should pat yourself on the back.
I'm going to pat you instead.
Well, every once in a while, I'm sad guy pat on the back. All right, but I guess I will finish this off stream. I'm proud of myself. My chair is free. The surgeon only 3, but you know what?
Are you talking about your guest chair?
Absolutely.
So next time I'm in the area, I can be a guest on the House of Sewing.
It's waiting for you. It is waiting for you right here. We'll get you a gas mask. I'm kidding.
It can't be that bad.
Absolutely, Terry. It's amazing, just amazing people. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to be in this community. You guys you're so uplifting, like every one of you. It doesn't, yeah. I love it. Love it.
Do you know what's so funny, Terry? Because I say this all the time, if I don't reinforce my seams, I'm like, don't make a liar out of yourself in the saying that you say every time. So I do reinforce my seams. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Laura. Absolutely. Christina. So we've been going for 2.5 hours. I will be back. We will be back at it on Saturday. I hope everybody has a great week. I'm working on a video right now. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you the truth about this coat. This coat almost threw me over. It was hard work. That coat fought me the entire time.
I can't wait to hear it.
I broke needles on the serger. I broke needles on my sewing machine. It's because I'm trying to, reinvent the wheel reinvent the wheel with the wrong tools. So is there anything that's coming up that we should be looking forward to besides Saturday and our triple, what should we call it? The hat trick Sunday?
Does Tammy do hockey?
Well, it's the 3. We do. We hockey.
We do hockey. We can wear our hockey shirts that night.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll invoke it and bring it back.
Yes.
Come back, hockey. Even though it's not coming back till the 22nd.
Oh, well, it's just that we can have like a memorial service for it.
Not till the 20th. It's in 2 weeks.
Is when the Kings play again. The 22nd.
Forever. That feels
I
like
had to look it up for you. I felt sorry. But you need to go to a game. You haven't even been to a game.
I'm gonna go to a Knights game because it's cheaper than a Kings game. You gotta take out a loan. It's weird to me to pay $300 to $400 to go to one game because that's
Yeah.
parking, food, and the ticket. That's a
So you
solid
said
$300.
the quilt show in Vegas was next month. I wonder if there's a game playing that night.
You see the hamster on the wheel in my head was like,
I'm trying to help
I
you out.
agree. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Alibaba. Thank you so much.
Ollie,
Okay.
I appreciate you so much. He's on top of it. He's always. I love it.
He's Darth Manuel.
Darth Manuel. Well, I can't call him that. He didn't earn. You gave that to him.
Actually, it was Phoenix. That's a great name.
Oh,
A name is a name.
No.
But seriously, I want to thank everybody who watches this in the replay. You guys are absolutely amazing. And that's to everybody around the world. I see you and I appreciate you. I am not kidding you. The House of Sewing is in places that I can't even pronounce, and keep on coming. I absolutely love you guys and appreciate all of you. And one day I'll Google these places and learn how to say it properly. But with that being said, we'll be back at it on Saturday. You guys are absolutely amazing.
9 o'clock. No,
I love
9 o'clock
going
my
to a
time.
live game.
Eastern time. 6 o'clock your time.
Do you know what happened, Laura? Is that the Kings priced themselves into the stratosphere. Even our games used to be $45 for certain sections, 60, 70. Like those were reasonable.
Well,
And now
once
they're
you
like,
win.
what's that?
Once you win,
Ever
you
since we won the
a
cup.
long time ago, and then you're in LA.
Ever since, but they were cheap before we won the cup. Back
Yeah.
20 years ago when I lived in LA, I could walk in the Staples Center for $15 and watch a hockey game.
Canes used to be the same way.
The food was expensive, but it always has been, We're gonna gripe about hockey in the backstage. I hope everybody has a great week. I'll see you in the chat. I'm working on a video right now. If not, we will see you on Saturday. Like
Yes,
I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.